Hey yo guys, welcome. we're yeah, we are chatting and working. Siga is also live as well, so do check him out. We're talking about like selling merch, like VTuber merch. So for me, if I ever want to sell like mousepad, I want something like the Booba or Butt mousepad, if ever. I don't know how to price it though.
It's like how I shot a question
Mm-hmm.
like yeah, if you guys put here or
Mm.
it's like a really a long format mouse pad like
Mm-hmm.
because you're thinking about
Mm.
it's
Oh,
also
pretty difficult here. There we go. Okay.
there we go. Thank you, thank
Forgot
you.
to unmute.
But yeah, we gotta like think about like how much will the cost of production be and how much we'll be earning from it.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously the focus is not to earn a lot from it. It's more like um, the focus of it is like something that it could be affordable
Mm-hmm.
for people who wants to like buy.
Oh yeah.
Because we're like we don't want to price it like super outrageous, like oh yeah, well it's like
Yeah.
2,000 pesos or something like that, something around like the hundreds line, but not like super cheap that we're losing money from it.
Mm. Yeah, is the goal to get merch out there or to make money?
Yeah, yeah. Because yeah, it's we're thinking about it. So like the survey would help.
Yep. Because it's both. Because you don't want to be losing money like
Yeah,
um for production. Like
yeah.
I mean it's merch in the first place. Like if you keep doing that and then you lose money, it's like I don't know what's the point. I can ask around if you guys want. Hell yeah. Yes,
Oh, that would be
please.
fantastic. Yeah, like yeah, w- we will be. We'll see how like how things go. But we're definitely looking at around like this is a custom. This is an estimate.
Mm.
Uh, but for a 70 by 30 mouse pad, which is 3 millimeters thick, which is a fairly good thickness.
Mm.
We're looking at around maybe 600 to 700 pesos.
700. I mean it's not bad for the price. Like
Yeah, for the price. Yeah,
yeah.
we don't want to price it like 1,000 because we're
Yeah.
it's a gouge.
mm.
But yeah, we'll think about like the pricing later on. But yeah, for now, that's just the preface for the podcast. And Salty is also working, so do check her out.
Yeah.
She's on the title.
I'm just doing commissions as
Yeah.
usual and don't worry about me.
But yeah, today the main topic is actually things VTubers do, and like and other content creation, like things VTubers can like do, because we're seeing a lot more
Mm.
now. Like we're seeing a lot more um like variety from like
Mm.
VTubers. It's not just gaming anymore. Yeah, like we're actually seeing a more diverse like skill set for VTubers. Like we have VTubers doing IRL
Uh-huh.
stuff, while they're VTubers, which is fantastic. I actually had a very um cheeky idea. Since the Steam Deck is fairly portable and it can stream, I've
Mm.
seen some people stream with it. We can hook up a C920 on it, and then hook up Visual Studio
Mm.
with iFacial mocap, and then have
Oh.
IRL cam with VTuber on, and that would be fantastic.
Mr. said, if you ask me, 750 is a decent price because it's the price for a shirt. Then, since it's a limited run, there's also that factor.
Yeah. Like, oh yeah, that's also a good suggestion. Actually, thank you so much for that. Well, like a limited run is like,
Mm.
um, a good strategy. Like I know it can sound like it could like it adds like a bit of rush, but at the same time, it's merch and we can't really produce a lot of it like at the
Mm.
moment because these are we're paying out of pocket. So like the initial run will probably like have 10 like mouse pads each or
Mhm.
something like that, just to see how like how well it goes. But yeah, so so yeah, like we can start off by like talking about like um what are your plans like for VTubing?
Mm. Or
Like for VTubing 2023, like is there anything
VTubing.
are there any things you want to like try doing as a VTuber?
I mean, I don't really have a lot of time because I'm doing commissions, but I do. Um, I guess my main goal is to finish the features of my model, and then yours too, if ever.
Yeah. But outside of like commissions and making
Outside
models,
of
like
commissions.
as like just as a VTuber, you don't have to like commit to whatever you say. But like possible things that you're interested in doing, like you want to experiment,
Oh,
like
I wanna
given no
learn.
time constraint.
I wanna learn like 3D sculpting so I can like sculpt my own model, resin
Yeah,
print it, and
and
then
sell that for merch.
paint it maybe,
Yeah. Oh yeah,
or
that would be
sell
fantastic.
it as is.
That would be fun.
Like on my PNG tuber photo shoot was something I was thinking. Ooh,
Ooh.
there's also the standee. Like I wanna have my own standee in the future. I know there are some VTubers that already do that. Like they put their standee up for auction,
Hmm.
but I don't know. Like let's see. I feel like I might be attached to my own standee that selling it would
Yeah.
be like ah
What-
shit.
Ah shit. I mean, like you could have one for yourself and one like
Yeah.
to
Mm.
auction off. I think auctioning a standee is like the norm. I think.
I also want to make like stickers or
Oh yeah,
like
stickers are fantastic.
keychain, probably like booth someday.
Hmm.
Like selling my merch, and then we can also like gather up our friends as well that are VTubers like Yana, Yuan, Ko. There's also Lucy and the others as well that are available, and then we can like sell merch.
Oh yeah, that would be fun actually. So one of the things I wanted to be doing was like actually, Elisa, how's it going? How's Conquest?
Hi, Anisa.
Oh yeah, welcome to the stream. But yeah,
Welcome,
one of the things I
welcome.
actually want to be doing, like we're speaking of boosting, is like, oh hold up, let me finish my point. Like, um, speaking of boosting, I'm taking that's good to know. But yeah, like speaking of boothing, like one of the things I wanted to do was like maybe we could do like a gang out
Mm.
live in a booth. It's gonna
Live
be
in a
chaotic.
booth.
It's gonna be chaotic, but like we're gonna be doing it like we'll do it live in a booth, and then people can like can go IRL ask questions. That would be fantastic.
Oh yeah. Also, like, won't that just be like ask me anything kind of thing?
Yeah, it's gonna be like an AMA kind of deal, but like it's gonna be fun. VTuber IL karaoke stream. That would be interesting. Also, oh, these, my boobies, my massive fucking titties, my super stuffed up milkies, my honker wonker donkey bunkies, my fucking fabric stretching, wind
Oh
flapping,
my
gravity
god.
welling sex mounds. You mean these?
Jesus
My
Christ.
ultra hyper goddamn motherfucking titties. Thank you so much for redeeming that, by the way.
Ah, yes. Mr. says, need someone to staff the booth. Lahat ng booths tinap. Like, imagine if you staff, like, a lot of booths and then you have to, like, go back and forth between the booths. It's gonna be, like, really funny.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I don't know, like when we get people to staff, it's difficult because like you
Mm.
gotta like you gotta compensate them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can't just ask people to just staff for free. That's time and effort.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, like speaking of which, for me, I guess I want to try like maybe doing a cooking stream. That's always been like in discussion. Also,
Mhm.
thank you so much for redeeming. Teach us Filipino. But yeah, it's like what Filipino word do you want to know? But yeah, one of the things I wanted to like do is actually do a cooking stream since
Yeah.
like a lot of people have been like asking like last year like, oh yeah, when are you doing a cooking stream? I once did a baking stream right before a con. Never again. Oh
I'm
no.
gonna do a mukbang stream after that. Like
After the cooking stream, yeah, like honestly, that sounds pretty good.
the mukbang stream. I'll be like taste testing everything.
Probably during an occasion, maybe. Actually, it's
Mm.
very doable. We can actually do a cooking stream with the Steam Deck
Yeah.
now.
Wait. Oh. All
Yeah,
right.
because we don't have to bring a PC down.
Mm.
So yeah, we can definitely do something like that. But yeah, okay. I now have my list of topics we can do. Okay, exploring different content formats. There we go. Like I guess like okay, like here let's move on to like the first topic, which is like
Mm.
yeah, the exploring different content formats, such as let's plays, like tutorials, vlogs, reaction videos,
Mm.
challenges. That's something we haven't exactly like done. Like
Mm.
uh, is that Mayora Mire herself?
Hey yo.
How's it
Welcome.
going?
Welcome.
Welcome, welcome. Speaking of like, speaking actually like, it's a good like thing that you're here. Another unique thing I saw. Like we were talking about unique things you could do as a VTuber, and I saw like you were doing like, um, I was watching one of your. Well, I was like lurking in one of your streams where you were like, working on a planner. Like a studying stream is also pretty good.
Ooh.
Like and then like um yeah, that's one of the things like that's interesting now that in
Mm.
VTubing is like you can do like a lot now. You're not just um like it's not just gaming anymore.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I also do tarot reading. See,
Oh
like yeah, it's
yeah,
like yeah,
yeah.
that's more like more things you could do as a VTuber.
There's also like ASMR. Some
Yeah.
people they do like reading things. Like what's it called? Like reading out loud like a book they're
Oh
reading.
yeah, reading a book like
Yeah.
live reading.
Yeah, live reading, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's really
Yeah,
soothing.
yeah, like in the list I gave, I guess like we've already done like let's plays. I guess
Mm.
like that's the most standard thing you can do as
Yeah.
VTubing, and I don't think that there's anything wrong with it. And I think that's a good way to start. There's also vlogs. We're starting to see VTubers actually do like vlogging IRL content. We have
Yeah.
yet to do it. I have yet to do it myself, but it's in the list of things I want to try, but I have to like set up the tech for it.
Mm.
Reaction videos, eventually probably as TikToks, but not as like on stream.
Mhm.
Challenges, maybe. I've never really been into like challenges, but I
What
guess
kind of challenges?
so those TikTok challenges.
Oh.
Like well, I guess you did the what's it, ginseng like
Oh,
yeah
yeah, it's
yeah
like
yeah, yeah.
I don't
Like
know, it's fun.
yeah like for me, I'm not much. I'm not very into it, but like there's definitely like merit into doing something like that in
Mm.
terms of content. And then yeah, we've spoken about other opportunities. And speaking of reading books and like doing like storytelling and role playing is also a good way to do it, which is our next
Mm.
topic. Because there's a certain amount of role playing to do as a VTuber. Like you're portraying a character. Like a lot of people like get really into it. Some people are
Mm.
you know portraying themselves, which is also like a good strategy regardless. But we can talk about like role playing, I guess. And like it amazes me that some VTubers are actually very much in character whenever when they're like streaming.
Mm.
And I think that's like I like mad respect to like those people who have like a very different like aura when they like come into stream and then you meet and then IRL they're off stream and you hang out with them. There's like they're very different people, and that just amazes me.
Yes. I'm LARPing as myself.
Yes, but yeah, I mean like it works, right?
Mm.
Like if you it depends on what you want to show, I guess. Like this was mentioned last stream where I
Mm.
picked like certain parts of myself that I would deem like stream worthy, and then just filter that out. I'm in somewhat in character, maybe. Yeah, I mean like it's really up to the VTuber's discretion on how much role playing, because sometimes like if
Mm.
you're not really like into it, and then you just force yourself to
Mm.
roleplay, you'll burn out. And
Oh
that's
yeah,
something you
definitely.
gotta like this is like something I advocate a lot about, which is like sustainable VTubing, which is not pushing yourself a little too hard, and if you need a break, take a break. Like
Mm.
I discussed this in the shorts. And speaking of shorts, which is another thing you could be doing, like I'm slowly rolling out the because last week I asked the VTubing community what is their best piece of advice they could give, and I've rolled out one so far. The next one is coming out, I think tomorrow, if my schedule is right. Yeah, I got so many good responses, but that's for the shorts. But yeah,
Mm.
um, moving on, like back on track. It's speaking of shorts, cross-platform content strategy is another topic we wanted to talk about.
Oh my god, we're both rainbows.
You have RGB on your
Yeah, I
stream.
have
That's pretty cool.
RGB.
Oh yeah, I like we can talk about like because VTubing right now is like
Mm.
um Twitch only and Twitter works, but now I think spreading out your content
Mm.
is becoming like the new meta. Like, well, it's been the meta since last year, but a lot of people are starting to pick it up even more. Where you take your clip, I mean, Twitch has integrated this, so
Mm, yeah.
they've acknowledged the fact that it's important,
Mm.
and that's like, they have this new clipping system where you can clip in phone resolution, and you can actually like crop the streamer or the VTuber's like face, so, and then
Yeah,
like
it's
sort of like
really
divide it
nice. You can easily like upload it on
on
YouTube,
YouTube or TikTok.
like directly to Twitch, which is really nice. Like,
Yeah, it's a fantastic like
yeah.
new addition, because it's also a good way to like get people into Twitch. Like because
Mm.
it the more you like point people, the more you make it easier for people to see you in other platforms.
Mm.
The easier it is to like point people to your Twitch, and some people do that really well. I think I had one clip pop off where it's like me getting startled by that one, like like I was playing Dead Space, and yeah, I think horror games are really good like outlet for that. But
Mm.
generally, like it's a good way to show off your personality. Like I remember, like I mean, the very first encounter I have with VTubing is through a clip of Pikami.
Mm.
That's why I hold Pikami to such high, like to such like high regard, because of like she just like popped off with the let's kill the whole like
Oh, is that
um,
her line?
yeah.
I don't
It
remember.
wasn't it wasn't her line, but like she was streaming with someone else,
Mm.
but like it was Pikami's like clip, and like so her collab partner was like let's kill the whore, and she was like whore, and like she just became super iconic just because of her like kettle laugh.
Oh, we, I love her kettle laugh.
Yeah, the kettle laugh. And thankfully we have Pikami reborn.
Yes, still the same kettle laugh.
The same kettle laugh, different outfit,
Mm-mm.
different like VTuber. but
Yeah.
we love her regardless. But yeah, but yeah, it's very. I think it's like we can touch on this topic more, which is the content cross-platform content strategy. Because I think um like the VTubing space is getting fairly competitive now.
Mm-hmm.
Like with all the VTubers coming up, like a lot of people are like starting to try VTubing.
Mm.
That like it's it's very hard to compete if you have like, especially if you have like similar VTubers, like VTubers who do either very similar things to you
Mm.
or just look very similar to you.
Yeah.
So you need to like be able to shoot your shot in other places. And I think
True.
for me, first hand experience was like I started uploading like just general stories and advice on like VTubing for YouTube Shorts and TikTok. And sometimes like YouTube will pop off and it would not do well in TikTok, but
Mm.
and vice versa can occur. So the different like platforms have different tastes, but just
Yeah. Just
I think I think it's a good it's a good way to like make an audience.
just
Don't
put
you
them
think?
out there, like
Yeah,
everywhere as much as you can. Hi, Berry Space. Welcome, welcome.
yeah. It seems repetitive, but at the same
Mm.
time, you gotta remember that like re-uploading is like the norm. I think.
Yeah. Also,
Although
different platforms too, like different
yeah,
audience as well.
yeah. Sometimes it will just resonate with like TikTok. Sometimes it doesn't resonate with YouTube. Like a good example was
Mm.
I think my tutorial on how to like do VTubing for free did
Mm.
not resonate so well with YouTube. I think it got like it's the most disliked short I have, which is weird.
Wait,
I
which
think
one?
like me talking about like free ways to start VTubing.
Uh-huh.
As like a Vroid, there's Vado,
Mm.
and that was like I think there was a 50% dislike ratio on
Why?
that
That's weird.
on YouTube, but on TikTok it was popping off. So I was pretty happy to like see TikTok actually like the advice. But yeah,
Mm.
there's definitely a difference between the two platform audiences, even though like
Oh yeah.
they're the exact same short format. There's definitely like a different audience for each. So shooting your shot doesn't really hurt.
Mm. I mean, if you
Uh,
don't really like put yourself out there, like you won't be able to grow because if you're like exclusively in one platform, um like I don't know, you may be like big in that one platform, but for anywhere else, it's like who is this person?
yeah, it's like
Mm.
you may be alienating
Yeah.
like a good amount of people who don't really hang out in the platforms you've chosen. Um, we there are some pros to actually we can talk about the cons later. I wanted to talk about like Twitter and Discord, which is like we were talking about like video format content creation. Now we talk about like just general like tweeting and community maintenance, as I want to call it,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm not so active on Twitter, but I am very active on my Discord community. But for you, you're the opposite. I think you do really well
Oh yeah.
on Twitter.
I think it's because like I as a VTuber or content creator in general, um, social media is really important if you want to grow
Yeah,
because since you gotta put yourself out there, um, like it's a way for people to get to know you and let people know that you're active as well.
like
And I guess it gives them more means or more reason to like support you because you're consistent. You like at least like give updates, stream, etc. And I feel like if it's if you don't do that, it's
Hmm.
going to be, I don't know. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
like
hard to grow.
yeah, there's definitely like certain losses, I guess, like in terms of like you lose that sort of like trust you build with your audience, and I think
Mm,
that's what content creation really is all about, where you try like people will entrust their time, like because people consume content because they mostly like because they want to like just be entertained in general.
mm,
Like there are other reasons, but generally speaking, a large majority of people who consume content are there to be entertained,
mm,
and they get you know like as VTubers, like they you can tell like some people get emotionally invested, or at least um, want to invest more time and entrust that time to you. So you need to
mm.
like sort of build on that trust, which is
Yeah.
you can continuously make content. Are you like blepping?
Wait,
Because
am I?
you're
Oh shit.
blepping. You're
Yeah, it's my
blepping.
glasses that's like triggering the tongue.
Oh, like you're blepping on like on my stream.
My bad. Like, okay, let me turn it off.
That
There we go.
one lizard eating the butil ng kanin.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm that lizard.
But yeah, but there are cons. We can talk about the cons now.
About
Cross content, like
cross content.
cross platform content creation. Because
Um.
we can talk about restream. I think it's
Mm.
restream
Oh
is
yeah. I've heard that it does like divide the community.
yeah
Like they don't know which like platform to go to. Like I think when it comes to streaming, it's better to
yeah
like stream in one platform. But if you do want to stream into, using multiple platform, probably set like a schedule, like
hmm,
stream on Twitch or like Monday, and then like weekends would be on YouTube.
yeah.
But streaming at the same time on multiple platforms, I feel like um yeah,
It's
there's that kind of like divide. I don't know why.
yeah. There's definitely like a bad stigma
Hmm.
in terms of trash. I think like there's a lot of like people saying you sold out, and I can understand
Hmm.
why they would say that. It's because it feels less intimate, because streaming is a very
Yeah.
intimate like thing, despite like despite it seeming like like a lot of people say it's parasocial, which is true, but there's also a lot of like it's a lot more intimate than most content forms, because you can
Hmm.
actually interact with the people watching, consuming that content. Like
Hmm.
how I am with like you know with you with chat, with like your chat and my chat.
Hmm.
I can actually answer questions, unlike on a video I'm just like throwing a general idea out there, and then I can probably address the comments
Hmm.
like later on if needed. Hi, morning gang. Hey, how's it going, Flair? Welcome, welcome.
Ayo.
I hope you're having a good morning. It's raining here, but yeah, we're just talking about general content creation and what VTubers can do.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Barry Space was like Conquest meetup. Hello. Oh yeah, we didn't go to Conquest. I feel like there's too many people. Plus, we also
It's
got
also raining.
sick.
Yeah, and I don't know. Last Conquest, like we can talk about this. I think, last Conquest, it wasn't really a too good of an experience. Like it didn't
Yeah.
really set up a good precedent for what the Conquest is gonna be like this year for us.
Mm.
Because last year we waited like how long in line?
Um, 3 hours.
3 hours. We were standing in line for 3 hours in the heat, like and then only to be like greeted by one floor of like actually relevant stuff, and then the second
Mm.
floor is just NFTs. So that was kind of shit. Not gonna lie.
Hey, Jan, welcome, welcome. Hope you guys enjoy your stream. Thank you.
Thank
Also, hi,
you.
Kinar. Welcome, welcome.
I don't know what Conquest is like now, but that didn't really set the bar
Mm.
for me. Like I have to travel like we have to travel. Jack Salty and I have to travel like 5 hours to get to Metro Manila since we
Yeah.
moved to the Hicks. So
NFTs at CQ. Yeah, there were NFTs last year. I'm not sure about this
I
year.
don't know about this year, but like this is last year. But
Mm,
that was pretty weird, champ, for us. Like they crammed everything. It wasn't even the full like bottom floor. They crammed
yeah.
everything like downstairs, and then they just
It was not a good experience. This year is
yeah
all games on the exhibitor floor. Seems better this year. Yeah, I
yeah
heard they separated the artist alley and they are closing it early, like 6 p.m. That's why there were a lot of like flack on
yeah.
Twitter about it.
There was a lot of flack on Twitter
Mm,
regarding Conquest. Well, I don't know. Like this is really weird because like I've been behind the scenes because I worked as a games journalist, so I usually
mm,
get like the pass to enter early for
mm,
cons. I worked as a games journalist for 2 years,
mm.
and like it's so weird how you're just treated generally like if unless you're like this big ticket client, like you're Asus or
Mm.
like Asus, Acer, or one of those big brands that like have like massive like A-list booths.
Mm.
You're generally treated like shit if you're like renting out a small booth,
Oh yes.
which is kind of sad to see.
Yeah, that's why like I'm kind of like conflicted if I ever wanna sell merch, like I'm so conflicted about boothing because of that.
Yeah.
They extended it to 7:30. Hell yeah, that's way
Okay,
better.
that's good. That's good. At least there's some progress. Okay, Rusco says better this year, but the organization is still bad. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I mean
like
it's nothing new, sadly.
it's difficult. Like with I don't know how big the floor is now. I didn't check. Like it generally doesn't interest me. Like the only thing I'm interested for cons is usually ESGS. That's because like I've spoken to the organizers and they're generally
Mm.
good. Like in terms of like organizing stuff, I'm sure. Of course, I've heard some bad things about it, but like they're n- they're not as bad. They're like the I guess the fairly standard in terms of like organizing conquest. However, it seems like it's a nightmare as a con goer and as a small boother. I'm pretty sure as a guest and media, you're fine because generally, you know,
Mm.
cons will treat media fairly well. Like, it's happened to me in ESGS. It's happened to me in what's that other one?
Mm?
The what's that other one I went to? The one where it
Where
had
it's
Netflix. It had Netflix, a big Netflix like event.
Netflix?
Um, APCC, Asia Pop Comic Con.
Mm.
Yeah,
Never been there
yeah.
before.
But APCC is different because they charge like 1,200 like for the ticket. So it's a fairly like high bar of entry. So they generally there was generally less people, but I don't know. Like I don't I don't think it's fair to treat con goers like shit.
Mm.
I understand there's a lot of people, and you it's very hard to manage. But at the same time, you organize this. So I don't know. Those who didn't go know the secret entrance got shafted because the entry pass was outside of Microtel, so they need to
Oh.
line up 3 times if they want to get if they didn't get the pass before going in. Oh, that's pretty bad.
Oh my god. Hey Shadow, welcome, welcome.
But yeah, like although like outside of like cons, like well not outside of cons, but going to cons like to see like your favorite artists, like I think it's I think it's very like you know it's a very wholesome experience. It's just that it's not facilitated very well by like
Mm.
the organizers, which kind of sucks. I think that we don't really have like very good cons if you look at it
Yeah.
at the international perspective. Like we have like, we don't even have to like look into the US. We have Singapore who has like pretty good like conventions. And ours is just like pretty
Mm.
like a lot of ours is just pretty mediocre. It's kind of sad that like organizers don't really want to just put in the effort.
There's also the issue about sellers. Like in the artist alley that are selling bootlegs as well.
Oh yeah,
I'm
that
not sure
too.
if that's already been dealt with.
I don't think you can. That's the thing. Like I think every con is gonna have even for like the
Mm.
Collecticon that we went to. Like
Oh
out of
yeah.
like this was a con we went to out of pocket and out of like like out of like just pure interest without like having content creation in mind or whatever.
Mm.
We just went to that, and they were still selling bootlegs. Still there. There were still
Mm.
bootlegs there. So I don't think there is going to be like a way to avoid it.
Yeah, that's why
As,
what's it called? Like a lot of people that are going to Conquest, like they have a list or catalogs of actual like legit artists
yeah.
they can go to, and like share that list to everyone to avoid people selling bootlegs, which is really nice. um at least we have that.
Yeah. But yeah, there's no real way I think to avoid, like especially like there are like those body pillow shops that like sell not unlicensed art, unlicensed NSFW art, which is I mean people will still buy.
Yeah, sadly.
Yeah, like cosplay prints are hard to fake. Like honestly, like how do you like? Because you buy cosplay prints to get it signed by the cosplayer. So I don't
Mm.
think I don't think um like even if they like print it out, it's not the same. It's
Mm.
But yeah, like I guess that's one of the things you gotta watch out for as a VTuber. Like, as soon as you get big, there will
Oh no,
definitely
I
be
skipped it.
counterfeits. What's up?
Oh, no, 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 it's my music, don't worry about it.
Well, okay, moving away from contents. Okay, we finished cross-platform content creation. We can talk about building an engaging community, which is something I know nothing about, but have made many mistakes that I can talk about.
Yeah.
I can talk about it.
Yeah, same.
Because okay, we can preface this with like saying that a lot of people say like it's a parasocial like thing. Yeah, VTubing in itself is very parasocial, but
Mm.
at the same time you have to like uh, you still have to put in time and effort into like fostering your community.
Yeah.
Like there are like I can talk about my experiences in building my own community. Like since I run a very like active Discord community, we can talk about that. Since we have like had we have had some problems in the past.
Mm.
So we can start with like, um, like how do you actually like start with just building a community?
Well, back then, I think before I actually became like used more like VTuber models,
Mm-hmm.
I did have a consistent like community. It's not like the page VTubing community, but it's the page community, like streaming community in general.
Mm-hmm.
And I had like consistent like 40 to 50 viewers, and I feel like if I pushed harder I would have gotten like partner, but
But
like since life happened, like everything's gone, and I still have to like do everything, like build myself up from scratch again. It would be like that, like you really gotta be consistent, because back then I used to stream 3 times a week. That's like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Like I never miss any streams,
mm,
like stream schedule. So yeah, like consistent like streaming times as well. That was my thing back then, and now I don't have like schedules because I feel
What's up?
like it can get stressful as
Yes.
well.
Like
And I'm also like it's kind of like scary because if you grow bigger, um more people, right?
yeah.
And at the same time it's like I'll get overwhelmed by chat because sometimes like if it gets too fast, I might miss something. I feel like
Yeah.
this pace right now that I'm having is the I think it's way better for me.
Yeah,
I
it's better
guess
suited for you.
I prefer to grow at a slow pace.
Hmm.
Life happened, I feel that. What about you though?
I think there's a good piece of advice I got, which was like a lot of people expect to grow instantly,
Mm.
but once you see a lot of them fail because once they do, they're not really they weren't you can tell that they weren't really ready
Mm.
to be that big.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like because like the more people who watch you, the greater the expectation. There's a certain like standard you have to keep up with.
Mm.
You know, and if you like one of your clips pop off and then all of a sudden like you don't have any other like clips of that quality to pop off with,
Mm.
people are just gonna be like, okay, this guy is like this guy is like a one hit wonder, and like as soon as you disappoint them, it's
Yeah.
very hard to like get them back.
True. Yeah, like that's what I'm scared about
Yeah.
because um I think I was like growing faster than, you know, usual and
Mm.
I'm like yeah, I'm getting like overwhelmed and I'm also starting to get people or like viewers that I don't really want to um I don't know like I don't want to be represented in a way where I would get like viewers that would make other people or me included like uncomfortable because
Yeah.
there's a lot and I wasn't ready for for that like I didn't know how to set boundaries back then,
Mm.
so that was like a mistake that I had to like um correct. At least
Yeah.
now it's all good.
Yeah. Because I mean, definitely as you grow, it's very hard to like just filter out your community entirely.
Mm.
You're definitely gonna run into some like bad apples. And I mean, like like I'm not even that big, and then I sometimes I get comments on my like shorts where it's like, oh yeah, like nobody cares, or like or like you have problematic people in the community.
Mm.
It 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 just it just it just occurs, and like I guess like if you're not really ready
Mm-hmm.
for like to take in like a lot of like bad apples or deal with bad apples, it can
Mm.
definitely take a toll on you.
Yeah.
Because like as much as like people say that, oh yeah, just grow thick skin or whatever, like you're not always gonna be like at 100%. There will be days
Yeah.
where you're like vulnerable, and you just can't hear, you just don't want to hear it. But then
Mm.
like it hits you like someone tells you that you're garbage or your content sucks, and if they catch you on one of those days, it just ruins like the fun for you.
True. Like it can also like impact um your streaming in general as well.
Yeah.
Especially if you keep getting that like very often. Like it can be, that simple thing can make you quit streaming.
Yeah, and like I don't really have a good advice to give on something like that. I guess like you know like if you need to take that break, that's
Mm.
the way to go. But don't let it destroy your love for VTubing. I guess like having bad community members, like I guess a good way to prepare for it is like just having that in mind that when you're growing a community, you will eventually run into like
Oh yeah.
some undesirables. Like I think that's a good like you gotta get into that headspace that you will eventually run into these people.
Like it's something you need to expect before
Yeah.
you start streaming. Like always expect that there will be bad apples. Like it will it won't always be 100%, you know. And taking breaks is, important.
But yeah, yeah, I think that's it for like community engagement and community like building. I think we can
Mm.
move on to the next topic, which is creating collaborative content. And I think like I can preface this with like what I made a short about collabs and how
Mm.
it was a advice on how to set it up
Mm.
properly,
Uh,
because I've seen a lot of VTubers and that do like, oh yeah, like is A1G for for example, like what am I playing right now? Omega
mm.
Strikers, I guess. Like is A1G for Omega Strikers, and you just run into like someone completely random and you don't know who they
Yeah.
are. They just like say yeah, and even if that person is like not a terrible person and is like genuinely a good street, a good like has good intentions, but you just don't vibe with them,
Mm.
that can definitely ruin the mood for you.
Yeah.
Like this is why I'm super selective of like people I hang out with. It's not because I don't like the people who ask like, oh yeah, do you want to like you want to hang out. I'm just like, no, I don't like when I say no, it's not that I hate you, it's just that I don't really like I don't really
Mm.
vibe.
Like you're not comfy collabing with strangers.
Yeah, that's like I don't know you that well to like collab yet, although we have had like collabs that are like just very first time meeting the like VTuber like that.
Wait, isn't that like the case for us?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like like it's like it's a dime a dozen, but like like, I think our like case is a very like it's it's not the norm.
Mm-hmm. And up until now, we're still collabing.
Yeah, it's just a very very long collab.
A very long
Like we
collab.
had to move in together so we can keep this collab going. What's a collab?
Collab of all time.
Oh, yes, the greatest collab of all time. So yeah, I guess like we can talk about that. Like
Mm.
collaboration. It'd be funny because like all collabs I do were just non-VTuber friends. I mean that makes sense. Like I have like collabs with like Rusko over there, who
Mm.
like only a few months ago like became like a VTuber. He received like a VTuber model. So like that's very like you don't actually like. We can talk about that. Actually, that's a good topic to talk about. We can talk about like a VTuber collabing with non-VTubers, and I think we're starting to see this. Like,
Mm.
because back then I think there was like some sort of segregation because like
Oh yeah.
it's not people don't really see it in theme, but I think it's starting to become like normalized that people like regular streamers we're starting to see like collabs with regular streamers and VTubers. I mean, we had Fillion and the Twitch and the
Yeah.
Twitch CEO.
That
That
was
was
really
that was hella
funny.
funny. I think like collabing in general. Thank you so much for the hydrate. I think collabing in general, you don't really have to limit yourself, but you do have to limit yourselves in terms of like if you vibe with this person, because you also need to know.
Mm.
You also need to remember that you are doing this for stream. Like like you're like if you're not really in like the streaming headspace like when you're playing with this person, because I can definitely name like a few people I don't really enjoy
Mm.
collabing with who are VTubers,
Mm.
like but I like hanging out with them. Like there are a few VTubers that I've met like along the road that fall into that category.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, I think in terms of like in my group of friends, I've seen Aspro like start collabing with like non like they're just regular streamers, non
Mm.
VTubers. Oh, true, true. I never thought of like collabing with certain since I worry if they don't fit the vibe. Yeah, that's really like that's really the biggest thing you got to think about when setting up a collab is like the you vibe with this person because you don't want it to because your audience your audience can tell like people who
Yeah.
are watching like imagine if I didn't enjoy Salty's presence and we're just collabing constantly
It's gonna be
like
like,
yeah people can tell if it's weird.
yeah, the tone of voice. Like, I don't know. It depends. Like, I remember one of our friends collabed with someone,
Yeah,
and most of the time they were quiet on that
yeah,
collab, and they were like DMing us about their experience, like while they're collabing. Like, they were like, "Get me out of here," stuff like that. So yeah, it's best to avoid like collabing with strangers, especially if you haven't like
really
seen,
spoken with them.
yeah, you haven't spoken with them, or at least like watch their streams to get to know them a bit more, because sometimes mm, it can it will be bad for your mental health.
Yeah. Although, like for us, like before we started collabing, you
Mm.
were already in my streams. Like you were
Mm.
already like you're already speaking, although not like in voice, but through like I was speaking to you in chat. So I think it was like okay,
Yeah,
but
like I remember um I think the time I got really chatty on your stream was when you were doing art,
yeah.
and then you
Oh,
were
imagine that
talking
doing
about
art.
something, and I don't know, like it was a very chill stream that I can relate to. That's why uh hi Nos finally made it to a stream. Hell yeah. Also Siga
Yeah.
is live, by the way. We're doing the podcast
Yes.
on his channel. So yeah, do check him out.
Oh, yeah.
The
Like
Sigach.
I don't know. Like I guess like another thing you need to consider is if you vibe with the game, because I definitely like
Mm.
I will always repeat this, but I do not enjoy Among Us or any social deduction games
Yeah, that's
that
understandable.
involves me lying to friends.
Mm.
Like I really like Deceived, like and the concept of it,
Mm.
which is this like horror game, like it's Among Us but horror. Like
Mm.
I really like the concept, but I just don't like lying to my friends. Like I can't like
Mm.
I can't straight up tell them like, oh yeah, it wasn't me. I was an electrical doing electrical things. It's just not me. And like
What about the Project Winter? I think it's also not your thing.
yeah, it wasn't my thing either. Like I enjoy like there were like funny moments, but
Mm.
in the end it was just like I it's not my thing. Like I
Mm.
can't really like I can't really like keep myself like engaged.
Yeah, it can also get pretty heated up sometimes.
Yeah.
Like there are some like collabs I've seen that kind of went overboard, and I kind of stepped away from the stream.
Oh,
Like I don't want to see something like that.
yeah. I mean, it's happened to me too. Like with I think it was like very long ago. Like it was a
Mm.
whole when the gang was still like full, and it was starting out. Like, I had a gang collab with Among Us. It's just like members of the gang, and then like I was so like peeved about like the whole Among Us thing.
Uh-huh.
But like I ended up saying like I fucking hate this game on stream, and and that was when I knew it was like
Mm.
okay, I really cannot play Among Us because of the fact that
Yeah.
it's just an uncomfortable like thing for me. It's funny because I end up betraying myself in Among Us.
Yeah, that's why like
It's a mood.
it's also important to think about the games or things you do for collab streams. Also, thank
Hmm.
you for the hydrate. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, there are also like other games where I like.
Mm.
There's a different like headspace I get into whenever I'm playing another game. Like the reason I don't stream Dota, I have 4,000 hours in Dota, by the way. I do not stream it because I
Yeah.
get really like toxic when I play Dota. Like I am a whole different animal if I'm playing
Whole
Dota.
different animal. Yeah, I can confirm. It do be funny though. I don't know, it's free entertainment for me.
Yeah, it's like but that's when I'm playing with the boys, you know. It's like it's a very different like story. But I like so you know you got to think about like the games you're playing when you're collabing.
Hmm.
For me, I think I do really well with like co-op games. I think that those are like you know my strong suit. Apex is also
Um.
pretty good for me.
Oh, shooter game.
Yeah,
Oh,
Apex.
what else? I mean,
I
I'm.
would love to collab Destiny, but like
Yeah.
God knows the anti-cheat fucks with that game.
Yeah, that's the problem with Destiny.
Like
I like games like Zomboid.
yeah, Zomboid is
Um
pretty good.
I mean comfy games like comfy multiplayer games are really a-okay for me. Or just like co-working collab streams. So we can just chat while we work. I really like that.
Yeah.
We can be productive
Like I
together.
says, I already was toxic when I play one of my games. I just realized like, no, I probably need to minimize that. Yeah, it's true. Like, cause
Mm.
I don't know. It depends on what you want to portray, I guess. Like if you like, cause sometimes it works. Like you know, like a not so good example, but also a good example is Tyler One, where like he literally got banned by Riot themselves for being toxic in League of
Oh my
Legends. But
god.
at the same time, you know, people found him entertaining. But he's managed to like, you know, he's managed to find the balance between like, you know, being
Mm.
like toxic at the same time not so toxic that it's like offensive. Because sometimes toxicity is funny.
Mm.
Like you see someone pop off and it's like you know it could be really funny. Like I watch a lot of like Smash documentaries with the boys, and a good example was like I think like I think it was like one player who was just like calling his opponent a fraud,
Mm.
and it was really funny. Like everyone like yeah, people get invested into like those storylines, like you know rivalries. But you gotta like think about when it's too much for your community.
Mm. Yeah. Like it may be fun for you, but for your viewers,
Yeah.
they'll look for someone else to watch.
Yeah, and a good way to like gauge I think your community is like you know just through analytics. Like I know for a
Yeah,
fact
yeah.
that my analytics clearly state that
Mm.
60% of my viewers are under the age of 24 to 30. So I know, you know, fellow backpain enjoyers.
I feel attacked. I hate this. Yeah, like some people, I don't know, like they don't look at the analytics, but for me, I love looking at it. So I know like what times I should stream a certain like category and stuff like that. I'm really glad that Twitch added that.
Hmm.
I think it's pretty recent, so that way I can, I'll know what times um I I can stream, so I can get like the maximum amount of viewers. Because to be honest, like if you stream, like you gotta know your regular viewers, like
Yeah.
what their time zones are or what time do they usually like watch your stream. And in my case, it's during the morning, and then some it's either morning or like 7 p.m. onwards.
Hmm.
So yeah, fellow backpack enjoyers help me. We're talking about um our fellow back pain
Yeah.
enjoyer that are our viewers.
But yeah, like I think it's smart though. Like a lot of people say like, oh yeah, you shouldn't be chasing views, you know, like but at the same time when you're not streaming as much as like, you know, every day because you know, you have like beasts of a streamer like
Mm.
sometimes like who streams like every fucking day for 6 hours a day. We don't really have that time, especially when you grow older. Like you have responsibilities. And if,
Mm.
especially if you're living alone or outside of your parents' place, you gotta like you know make the most out of it.
Yeah.
Especially for me, like Salty and I, we stream on average maybe 2 times a week,
Mm.
3 on a good week. But you
Yeah.
know, like so analytics are very helpful to like make the most out of it.
Mm.
Having to look at analytics makes me depressed, so I turn like a blind eye. It's understandable, but like you know, I think it's good to think about the fact that like you know you gotta accept the fact that you're small right now, but
Yeah.
you aren't gonna be small forever.
And
Like,
I think it's important to know or like expect things like for example like that you're not streaming more consistently compared to before.
yeah,
Like it's good to expect that you won't get your regular views.
yeah,
Like that's normal. Like for me, for example, like um uh let's say when it comes to like slow streams or like quiet streams, I would get less views and that's normal. Like I don't think about it too much. I used to like hide the view count, but now it's like it's still there because I don't really check it,
mm,
but it's for analytical purposes on my end because I find it really interesting when um the numbers are different for
mm.
certain times, certain days, even for months. Like I just love like analyzing everything.
Oh, yeah, like but yeah, I know it can be depressing to see like you know, uh, the averages, especially if they're like they're lower than usual. But you gotta remember, like you know, um, you're small right now, so what focus on is like you know getting better at like making
Mm.
content. Like for me, like my personal like view on it is like I could be streaming to like 0 people listening right now, but I'd still like keep going with the podcast just because like you know it's practice. It's additional like experience that I can like put under my belt and learn from.
Mm.
You know, so you know I think to sum it up, it's like make as many mistakes as you can so that you
Mm.
learn from them along the way.
Like for me, like I still stream even if I don't get that much views because um I also use it to document what I'm doing. So I can also like use it for other platforms. I don't
Yeah,
know. I think that's my main reason and that's why like I don't think about the views because it happens. Like even if you would get like 20 plus regular views, there will be times where you would get like lesser than that. And I think a lot of people seem to forget that it won't be a consistent like number. So it's like, just embrace that fact.
yeah. I think a good advice from like a big content creator I think is Matt Pat like from Game Theory made like gave this advice when he was asked like how do you make consistent like you know big channels because he like a lot of his channels pop off like they have food theory, film theory, game theory, but like his piece of advice was like you know like you make one banger and
Mm.
like as for especially for small streamers like us we like you make one banger and you're just like okay I don't know how to follow this up, but when you put in the time and the work and the actual hours of like just constantly making content you'll eventually like develop like a sort of like you know it just comes naturally now to you now that you can like hammer out those bangers because
Mm.
you know the mistakes like like a lot of small content creators who have like one successful video like they don't understand why that video is successful because they don't know what mistakes they avoided to make that video
Mm.
good. So making those mistakes and identifying them is a good way to just grow.
Mm.
Because nobody starts off engaging. I think especially for us VTubers, we hide behind like our avatars because we can't really
Oh
you
yeah.
know
Mm.
we're not very good at talking to people, but we can improve on that. Like pretty interesting. That streaming and video creation are kind of similar in a sense. Yeah, I think there's a lot of skills you pick up from streaming that you can get into content creation, get into like video content creation. Because especially on stream, if you're not aware, if you're not if you don't like, it's a habit I'm slowly developing. It's that's
Mhm.
being aware of of how you're going to keep the ball rolling. Because when you're streaming, there's streaming is very forgiving. Especially when you're playing a game, you can pass the ball, which is your audience attention, to the game, and you can use that as a crutch. That oh yeah, people are gonna be interested in the game anyways,
Mm.
so I can stop talking. But if you're like me, the whole reason this podcast exists
Mm.
is for me to practice keeping the ball rolling.
Mm.
I don't have a crutch. It's just me, you, and the background. There's no game I can point you guys' attention to. I
Mm.
have to keep the ball rolling. I have to constantly be spontaneous and talk about
Yes.
these topics. And it's not perfect, I stutter. I have my filler words to keep to keep that air out of the way, but
Mm.
you know there's at least improvement that comes out of it.
True. Because you'll never know until you try.
Yeah, exactly. Because I don't know, a lot of people get disheartened. I think especially for us, for us
Mm.
Asians, we are trained to not make mistakes, by our parents. From a very young age, we're trained to it's perfect or nothing
Yeah.
thing. And I think we should just get rid of that, that idea that everything is going to be perfect. As soon as you hammer it out, everything has to be perfect. I think that's a logical fallacy that you need to get rid of, because how are you supposed to learn if you don't make mistakes?
True. That's really important. Making mistakes, because I don't know, if you try to, or double quote, try to do things perfectly, it's like you'll think it's perfect, but
Yeah,
something's not right.
yeah, because there's definitely those days where because the algorithm is the algorithm can play against you. It's not even sometimes it's not even you. Sometimes it's just the algorithm. There are
Yes.
some of my shorts pop off 2 weeks after, and you're just
Yeah.
what the hell happened? They were on the day I upload it, and then I see oh yeah, it's got 5 views versus the others with 1.3K or something like that.
Mm.
Like I guess this wasn't really relatable, especially if it's something I worked on, especially if it's something I'm I got really invested in when I'm working on it, and then I just you just set yourself up for disappointment. If you think that okay, this is perfect, I'm gonna upload it, and then all of a sudden it doesn't pop off, and then that disheartens you. So for me, I think you put your effort in. If you if you really can't get it out, just upload what you have and then just go with it. Learn from
Mm.
your mistakes, because once you upload it, you'll see okay, I did this wrong. Maybe I could cut this a little shorter. I could make this more concise. You know, yeah, that's definitely true. I have the awful perfectionist syndrome caused by parents. Slowly trying to get it out from me. Yeah, although it's very difficult. Trust me, it's very difficult to get out. But even I'm still working on it. But baby steps, one small step at a time. You don't have to make all the mistakes at once. You can take it one mistake at a time.
Yeah. But of course, don't just intentionally make mistakes. I don't know, some people do it just because.
But yeah, like if you know it's a mistake, just avoid it.
Yeah.
But if you don't know 100% sure, like this could be a mistake, this couldn't, this could not. You can try. Like it's like especially for shorts, it's like a 30-second video. It's inconsequential unless you're unless you're unless you're saying something like you're really controversial or something that doesn't really fly with the internet. Like I think trying something out isn't gonna hurt. Like but yeah, I think that's a good that's a good stopping point for that topic. We can move on to the next one, which is um, incorporating fan interaction, or explore ways VTubers can actively involve their fans in the content creation. I think this is a nice topic to talk about. Like like I mean, this is a good example already. Gangout Live is a good example of me incorporating
Yeah.
like what what the gang and viewers have to ask into the stream so that I can answer questions regarding VTubing. Like interactive redeems, interactive games and redeems. Yeah, that's a good one. Trash,
Yeah.
Cult of Lamb
Oh yeah, yeah. Like
is a very good example.
like games with Twitch integrations are really really
Yeah.
good. It's like yeah, that one, Cult of Lamb. There's also Dead Cells. I know there is a Twitch integration. I've seen it before, and it's really fun. Like the viewers can add like new enemies or can be your like familiar in the game, which is really nice. And what else? I wish more games have
Add Twitch integration.
yeah, like it's really fun
Yeah.
to interact with chat that way, you know, and the redeems as well. And what else? Um, I don't know what else. I mean, there are like some fans sending gifts to their favorite streamers as well. That I think that's one thing.
Yeah, and then posting it.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
the
I think that's
throne.
throwing gifts are pretty fun.
Yeah, which is like a safe way for the streamer to get gifts from their fans, because sometimes it can get you know um not safe.
But I think the very best one I think has been always been subathons. Because I think I see a lot of people who used to do subathons. I haven't done it yet. I will eventually do it, probably on my birthday or something like that. Like people who do subathons, like they ask the community what they want, and then it's up to the streamer now to put it in tiers on what they can what they can get.
Yeah, I have yet to do that too. It's kind of difficult because I don't know what to like do for a subathon.
Oh yeah.
And sometimes like you can stream for like long hours for the subathon as well, which I can also not do because electric bill is gonna go boom.
Oh yeah. Very true. Yeah. Other engaging forms of content. There's it's something I don't personally do, but there are play with viewers or something like that, where they party up with viewers. I used to do it for Destiny, but I don't really it's not really my jam or my cup of tea. You gotta have a good amount of patience to play with viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah, open lobbies. Yeah, you gotta have a lot of I guess the mental fortitude to just have random people join your lobby.
Sometimes I don't know, it's weird to have randos, I guess, join you. Like you remember that one Destiny stream where someone was um asking for an invite. That is,
Oh yeah, that guy was weird.
yeah, that
Like I
that's
banned
something I
him.
do not want.
Yeah, I banned him from like the chat and like Destiny, like cause he was weird. Okay. We have tea.
Mm,
This is I guess like mini tea. So you know, like let me serve you guys up with like
mm,
with like a small sip of tea. So while I
yeah.
was streaming Destiny with Salty, it was a collab,
Mm,
and like we were just streaming like because Salty was like just learning the game, and this
mm.
guy just hops on my chat and was like oh yeah, okay, can I add you in Destiny? And how Destiny's friend system work is you have like those four numbers, those funny numbers in the back of your card.
Yeah.
No, the four numbers next to your name. Um, you have to give that to the person, and
Mm.
so they can add you. And this person was just like he just adds me without me
Same.
giving without me giving them those funny numbers, and
Mm.
then proceeds to say I can find anyone in Destiny.
That was very weird, champ.
And then he was just like, "I added you, by the way. Invite me to your party." And I'm just like, "No, what
Ah!
the fuck,
Self
man?
invites are cringe.
Ex-
True.
that like, come on, man. Like, I'm sorry, but that was weird. If this person ever sees this, like, I'm so sorry, man, but you were really weird, and that's why I banned you.
Understandable. Because I will I will scream.
Because there are ways to do it. Like there's a friendly way to do it. Like Trash does it. Like Trash like asks like for especially when I was playing Monster Hunter Rise,
Mm.
like kindly asks like, "Hey, is it cool if I hop into your lobby?" It's like, "Oh yeah, sure." Or like,
Yeah.
it gives me the opportunity to tell them like, oh, either like, "Oh yeah, I'm not really feeling it," or "This is just a
Mm.
solo game for now," or like if like if it's a play with viewers or like I'm G, I just tell them like, "Yeah, G, it's not." You don't please do not self-invite yourself like
Yeah.
like that other guy. I forgot his name.
It is never, I don't know, I find it rude to just self invite
Yeah,
because it's like you didn't ask for my permission. Like, why are you why are
like why you
you
here?
asking for an well, not asking, like requesting,
Why are you demanding an
demanding
invite?
for an invite.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, we discussed fostering a strong fan base, viewer challenges, Q&A, fan art.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
hello Virgil, how's it going? Welcome,
Hi
welcome.
Virgil. Welcome, welcome.
Good morning
Good
or
morning.
good evening. I think it's like, but yeah, like go. Thank you so much for the ooh woo.
Ooh.
Stop! I just took off. Good morning.
3 2 ooh.
Free ooh woo. But yeah. Um. Like I guess. What was the talk about? Like fan art. Yeah, fan art.
Mm.
Like fan art is nice. Like especially this whoever drew the seagull one. That was extremely
Yeah.
funny. I loved it. Like
Like I've been getting like the doodles, like
the doodles.
anonymous doodles from people, and it's really wholesome and funny as well. Like they have like cute and funny doodles. It's really really nice. I like it. Um
Yeah.
I actually like have them displayed on my starting soon BRB and ending soon because I really appreciate every single doodle that I get.
It's
So might as
fucking
well like
adorable.
display them. Benta yung saltite doodle.
Like the saltita doodles are amazing. I fucking love those.
Yeah. I actually recently like got new ones today. Where are they? I think it's like 3, and some of them are get well soon wishes.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
It's so wholesome.
Hmm. Where is it? Telonym but doodles. Yeah, don't worry. Like I'm very organized. Where is it? There we go. Sort by date. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm gonna show this on my stream. There we go.
Ah, yes.
So I have this stuffed cookie, and then a get well soon doodle, like two get well soon doodles. Really, really cute. So yeah, you guys won't see this on because like
Yeah,
podcast.
it's a salty exclusive.
Salty exclusive like doodles. But yeah, I really appreciate that. But yeah, it's also like a good way to
Right.
interact with
Interact, yeah.
viewers or fans. There's also the telonym, which is the anonymous like sending messages as well. There's that too. But I haven't like um answered the tells on my page
Oh,
because I'm planning to like compile them and then probably like answer them on stream or at least short, maybe. Like what else? What do you think about like anonymous like people sending you stuff or interacting with you?
like anonymous people? I think that's okay. Like,
Mm.
they have reasons to be anonymous, but at the same time, like, I think it's up to your discretion. Like, to if. Hey, oh, Yuzu, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, welcome,
Yo, let's
raiders.
go. Oh
How's
wait,
it going? Welcome to the episode 3 of Gang Out Live, where we talk about.
hold up. Let me
Oh,
mod.
thank you. Vile raid. Hey, oh, how's it going? Welcome, welcome.
Hey, what were
Welcome
you
to the third episode of
streaming?
Gang Out Live. What were you streaming? And we are just talking about things VTubers do and where to
Mm.
find them. Just kidding. But yeah, we're currently talking about like expand incorporating fan interactions into your VTubing.
Hmm.
I swear, I can tell. I can probably tell Zuzu is playing Omega Strikers. Maybe, maybe. That's just a theory,
Maybe.
a game theory. Also, Lavender, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, welcome.
Hey,
For those of you guys
welcome.
who are new, my name is Siga. I'm gang boss of the C Gang, Twitch money launderer, and podcast enjoyer. And joining me today is Salty Rageman, who is
Yeah,
also streaming, by the way.
I'm just doing work.
Live 2D Trigger, VTuber Mama, and Papa.
Yes, I'm everything, I
We're
guess.
playing King of the Castle.
Oh.
What is it about? Oh yeah. Uh,
Oh yeah, I
well,
saw him play that on Steam.
while
No
giving
wonder.
Yuzu time, we can talk about the next topic, which is trends and viral content.
I guess talking about trends.
Is explore the impact of viral challenges, memes, trends, VTuber content creation on VTuber content creation. Yeah, because we definitely like have followed trends before.
Mm-hmm.
I think the layup Tite one is the latest one. I think
Yeah, I like that one.
that was funny.
There's
Yeah.
also like the recent what was that other trend? Just like what your VTuber smells like.
Oh yeah, what your VTuber smells like.
Yeah, and then you would put like the products that you use for like your hygiene and
Oh,
perfume. And then I did join the trend. And then I also inserted my vape.
oh my god.
Because I would smell like you know, something.
Yeah. Exploring content, possible. But yeah, like I guess like trends like are a good way to like do.
Mm.
I think following trends, there's nothing wrong with it. I
Mm.
think I think there's a very good merit on following trends, and that's like it allows people to like find you.
Mm.
But at the same time, you can't just follow trends. It's I don't think that's
Oh
a
yeah.
very good strategy as well, because like you gotta have substance, I guess, with your content creation.
Mm. Like it shouldn't be your, daily like daily
Yeah,
content.
yeah, because like you definitely have to like do your thing while following trends as well. Because
Mm.
like like it's added entertainment. It's more like added seasoning to the actual meat of the
Yeah,
content.
adding your own touch
Yeah.
to something.
But I wouldn't recommend. I don't think like just following trends is like is a good way to do it. But this also encompasses like staying up to date as a VTuber. So
Mm.
like like mm, having the newest like toggles, I guess, like
Mm.
is a good way to look at it. Because having new toggles, especially the ones that are like trendy,
Mm.
can be like very like um very engaging,
Yeah.
especially on stream.
Mm. Oh yeah, definitely.
Like I guess like what is the one that's like super popular?
Like
What is a super
toggles?
what is a super popular toggle? Like bald, I guess.
Bald. I have a bald.
Like
Oh
salty bald.
no.
Ah,
Yeah,
salty bald.
I forgot to make a redeem for that.
Yeah, the bald redeem, bald tea rage fin,
Yeah,
everyone.
bald. What the fuck? Yeah, so we have that. I mean, it kind of depends on what you want, like what kind of toggles, because sometimes like some people tend to request a lot of toggles for their model
Yeah.
that like barely gets used. It's like, oh, it's like I don't know, I would feel bad if I make a toggle and then they don't use it a lot.
I think mine like I have toggles for this,
Hmm.
but I'm too afraid to like toggle the wrong thing.
Which one? Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
apron and the topless.
yeah, yeah. The lip bite is like a sheesh.
Yeah. If you're one of my VTuber children, I will give you a free lip bite.
Ah yes.
Shee.
Sheesh.
Shee. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I guess like that's it for viral trends. There's not much to talk about there. But another the next topic though, which is content planning and scheduling.
Oh.
Something we both don't follow.
Oh.
But we're gonna talk about that.
Imagine making a schedule.
Imagine having a schedule, but this doesn't just like
Mm,
like I think content planning is very important. Like
true, actually, yeah.
even for planning a schedule, it's really up to you. Like it depends
Mm,
on your time. Because at the
yeah.
end of the day, unless you're like a corporate VTuber, you don't really have a lot of time because you're not being paid unless
Mm.
you're not really being paid to like stream.
Oh yeah. Mm.
So you gotta balance responsibility, especially if you're a small VTuber who wants to do this for a living. You gotta
Yeah.
balance responsibility with with VTubing. So I think planning content and having some sort of like goal that is attainable to you is a good way to like actually go about things. And for like I think that comes hand in hand with understanding like
Mm.
the type of audience you want to attract.
Yeah.
Like I guess for me that my example is like my audience is for like fairly my age.
Mm.
So like generally the things I like um my audience will also like too. So I don't really have that much trouble like finding content.
Mm.
Especially with, like a lot of people just enjoy like general VTubing advice because
Oh
I have
yeah.
a lot to
Mm.
give, given that I've made a lot of mistakes. Um, um, but yeah, like my all-time biggest advice is like sustainable VTubing, guys, just be sustainable because you in content creation and content planning there also comes burnout and you gotta think about that like you gotta think about like okay like it's very easy to say okay I'm gonna stream every day I'm gonna make a video
Mm.
every day I'm gonna post on Twitter like 5 times a day I'm gonna do this that
Yeah.
and then do collabs like like I'm gonna stream on both YouTube and Twitch like
Mm.
it's very like it's very easy to say but not very easy to do as soon as you take into account your responsibilities and your IRL stuff because
Yeah.
not only do you have to like do the standard stuff like eat, bathe, take care of yourself, but you also have like responsibilities. Like if you have a pet, feed your cat. You know, if you have like other people to take care of, you gotta take care of them. You gotta like cook and
Mm.
clean. So all of that like you know and more. If you have a job, you gotta do that as well. So you gotta
True.
like think about like you gotta make a content plan that is actually applicable to you and not just like a pipe dream.
Like if you wanna, like, let's say you're not that active because of IRL stuff or other things. A lot of people do utilize like scheduling posts. So if ever they're like busy and like they're not able to like post something on social media, they would have like um a bunch of scheduled tweets that are ready to be posted
Yeah,
during certain days or
the time of
times.
days. Yeah.
And I feel like I think I should utilize that more because I do um I post stuff like spontaneously, but I feel like it's good practice for me to utilize the scheduling of posts,
Hmm.
especially when I have like a lot of like uh social media platforms, like not just Twitter, because let's say you're posting, you're announcing that you're live, but you want to post it on Facebook or YouTube, etc. It's
Oh
better to
yeah.
have like,
A social media platform management
yeah,
tool.
that's what I'm currently doing right now, and I just need to um make it a habit to use that to my advantage. Like I just need to not forget to use that. I will hide. I will hide now.
Hmm. But yeah, sacrificing your sleep. Yeah, just sacrifice your sleep. You don't need. Sleeping is just wasted time. By the way, I'm kidding. Don't please don't actually sacrifice your sleep. Yeah, I think we're nearing the end of the podcast, which is the last one. Is reflecting on content growth.
Hmm. Reflecting on content growth, like,
I
um,
guess like reflect on your journey and the journey of content growth as a VTuber, sharing personal experiences like milestones,
hmm,
and you know, I guess like you know, in my 3 years of VTubing, so
3 years.
we are three.
Damn.
But yeah, in 3 years of my 3 years of
When
VTubing,
did you start streaming?
apparently June 1,
Huh?
the
Like
1st of June,
2020?
2020. Yes,
Oh, we're almost like the same.
yeah. But apparently, like like I guess like um, just of my 3 years of VTubing, I think there's a lot more to learn. I guess I know it's a lot like but I think the biggest mistake I've made is like stopping a lot of times, like
Hmm.
taking long breaks that like really break that like the flow for me and
Hmm.
for my like the people who actually like actively watch me, because like it's very hard to like go back to
Yeah.
like go back for not just as a VTuber but as just like as a viewer, like if someone
Mm.
like stops streaming and you're not really too invested in them, you're just like, okay, like they're not really worth my time. But if you are invested in them, it's like, okay, if this person constantly like leaves, like why should I just keep watch?
Mm.
Why should I commit my precious time to them? You know. So yeah, like that's one thing I need to like improve on, which is my consistency.
No, Cole says me. No.
No.
I mean, it's important to like prioritize
Yeah, but you
IRL stuff
IRL stuff,
first
yes.
because um I feel like it's more important because like compared to streaming, like you can go back anytime,
Mm.
but if it's affecting your accounts or like your work, for example, like if you lose your job because you wanted to like stream, like you're sacrificing your job just to stream, like you're losing your source of income.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was like also me like a few months ago, like I was inactive on streaming. I think I was like streaming once or twice a month due to like IRL stuff. It was so hard to like balance, but um at least I know that I'm prioritizing like IRL stuff. Like I can go back to streaming like when I'm free, you know. I don't want to be risking anything just for the sake of streaming.
Yeah. It's very difficult to like, just just stream for the sake of streaming, because like people can tell anyways.
Hmm.
Like but it you should, if you really want to stream for the sake of streaming, like general advice out there is like at least do it with the intention of like learning.
Hmm.
Because if you like stream for, let's say like I stream for 2 hours like every day now, and then I like it's just me, head empty, brains like off, and I don't get any viewership.
Hmm.
And then I look at it back at it and it's just like, okay, I learned nothing from this, and I just wasted 2 hours of my day every day for the past 7 days, which amounts to 14 hours. I wasted a whole 14 hours learning nothing. So
Hmm.
at least stream with the intention of at least learning from it.
Yeah. And also like trying out stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Make it a learning experience. Make it fun for you. But yeah, I think that is a good closing note. Also, Raifu, thank you so much for joining. I mean,
Yo.
thank you so much for stopping by. But yeah, I think we can have some closing notes. But yeah, we will be looking into creating merch.
Hmm.
That's one of the things we need to do, and one of the things I highly recommend if you have like, a decent amount of like people who are interested. For me, I probably won't be like making like crazy merch, but in case like people are interested, it's gonna be there. But for 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 Salty, I think we're looking into like selling merch.
Mm.
So yeah, we'll announce on our Twitter once it's up. But will it most likely be only available in the Philippines
Oh yeah.
for for now, because that's the easiest platform we can reach. We can arrange international shipping, but that's gonna be like
It's gonna be
like
expensive.
expensive for whoever is getting it. So you
Mm.
just keep that in mind.
Salty should start selling peanuts para salty nuts.
Oh my god.
Ah yes. And the
We can have that as a joke.
you know the like if I ever have my own figure like mini like 3D printed, I will
Yeah.
put it in a jar as the packaging.
We can do that right now. I'm getting
No. What do you mean no? It's
yes.
good marketing. Jar might break.
Jar might break.
It's
But
okay.
yeah.
I will get
But
the
actually,
durable.
like since I think we can move on to Q&A. I think, and then like what like the first question for you guys is what kind of merch do you guys want? What do you guys want to see?
I know stickers are also like
Yeah, stickers are
like
definitely like in the
a
bag, but
given.
something crazy,
Something
something
crazy.
fun, something quirky, something nice. I'm kidding.
Something quirky.
Oh my god, you're so quirky.
Oh yeah, I will sell like what's it called? Oh, shirts, tote bags, keychain.
Oh yeah, shirts.
I will sell um what's it called? Yeah, stickers. Uh, I'll make like small stickers, so if you have a vape, you can put your sticker like.
Oh yes, Judy, thank you so much for the hydrate.
Just kidding.
Haha. Just kidding. But yeah, shirts actually is a good one. But like, will you wear the shirt? Are you willing to walk out and then have like the just shirt on you?
Like I want you know those like aesthetic shirt designs. I kind of want something like that. Where it looks like a manga panel, so it looks more aesthetic looking and not like a full color print. It's either like black or white. Can be
Yeah.
gradient as well.
How
I
about
already
mugs?
already have
Are
something
you
in
guys
mind.
willing?
Mugs with our cheebs or something. I kind of suck at ideas.
Like, are you guys willing to buy mugs? Like 200 peso mugs.
You know those? There's like the standee, like the small standee. Um, it's like a layered standee. So you have like the model that's like topless, and then another like layer in front with the shorts
Vegan
or
approved mugs,
or
yes.
the underwear, and then people can like put money in between.
I want a Siga pillow. Actually,
Siga Dakimakura?
Siga Dakimakura. I think I have like one joke merch that done by like Hoshi.
Oh, you have the female version, right?
Yeah, that's that one. It's done by. I have the female
I cannot believe you
version.
forgot about that.
I completely like
You fucking old man.
Yeah, I am.
Like I cannot believe I remember it more than you do. You
I
have the
think
mommy. You have the sigatas.
Sigatas.
Like sigatas like sticker could be
Oh, that would be
could work.
really funny if I had like the Sigatas mug. There we go. Like
And
this
then
is.
I have the salty like drink that I can sell as a sticker.
There we go. We're gonna give it the salty.
And I can also like make pins, like the button pins or the salty blob in, just it's circular, just slap it onto a fucking button pin. Is it that drink? No. It's the juice carton. I don't know what else. Like if I ever make my jacket as a merch, I feel like that's gonna be overkill. It's like really expensive to make this kind of jacket.
Oh yes.
What else?
Yeah, like yeah, fellow. I could probably like. Oh, it's called an acrylic.
Huh? Acrylic.
Yeah, acrylic like standees.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
I want a Sega acrylic, honestly. Like, we'll definitely have like the merch that's like standard,
What about?
but I don't want it to be like super expensive. Like it's
Mm.
gonna be like we're gonna have to like balance out like it because like okay, well, I'm not gonna bullshit you guys. We're definitely going to be earning money from the merch, but we don't want it to be like gouging you guys.
Hmm.
Like it's gonna be like okay, we don't want to lose money, but we also don't want to like super like like if it's the cost to produce is like 400, we're not gonna earn like 600 from it. It's like
Yeah.
that's a gouge. Like so we'll think of merch, but yeah, we'll take you guys like your guys' like suggestions in consideration. The mug one I really like
Mm.
because I'm a big coffee drinker.
You ever plan to have like an NSFW?
I could.
Oh, hey, yo.
I could have NSFW merch. Like maybe prints
Aray ko puta. Oh, sorry.
that
Like,
or like There
Yeah.
is one unreleased artwork by Anemone.
NSFW like
This is like the body pillow,
Dakimakura.
the female like Daki.
Oh my god.
Like this is like what it looks like. This is by Anemone EN.
Yeah. Hey, any salts? Hey, like having NSFW merch can also be great. Like, oh yeah, I have that turned off.
I could actually have the breast mouse pad.
Yeah, and like with your male model, and then you have like your titties out. I will buy that in a heartbeat.
What do you mean you'll buy that? You'll get one for free. Oh,
Well, okay, yeah.
here's the thing. You're like you're the one gonna work on the art anyways.
Yeah,
So it's going to be like
I will also have like spicy merch, like dakimakura. Like I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be like really spicy. That it's 18 plus.
Yeah.
I'm also considering that because I do want to make like spicy art,
Yeah,
stuff like
you
that.
could have them like as prints, I think.
Yeah. Also, I'm not sure if it's safe to even like show that
Oh yeah,
on boots. Like,
you can't. Well, you're like I like how other people do it, where they have NSFW like print binder, where it's like in a black binder. Like you have to ask for it. Like it's more
Oh.
of like if you know kind of deal.
Okay. Yeah.
You know? And of course you'll charge extra for that because NSFW tax is it's gonna be in a black like plastic
Yeah.
bag because it can't be shown in
Mm.
con.
Art prints or even art book. Yeah. Also,
The art prints, yeah.
yeah, I just have to like do art.
Yeah, the art prints are gonna be fantastic. There's one I paid for. Like the one chibi I really want to make the sticker for.
Mm.
Melwina is the artist for this one. And it's really cute. Look at it.
Oh, also like when it comes to like chibis or stuff like that, I think you also need to have permission
Oh yeah,
if you're planning to sell that.
this one has commercial rights.
Oh, okay.
Commercial rights.
Like for stream or selling as merch because
Selling
that's
as merch.
different. Okay.
Yes, I have paid for commercial rights on this artwork.
Ah, yes. That's why sometimes I make all of my stuff because I can't afford. I am poor, guys.
Actually, I wanted to ask, like, what platforms do you guys use in buying merch? Like, I'm kind of curious because there are like some new platforms popping up.
Mm.
We have Gank, we have Boost, which now caters to like Filipino content creators and Asian content creators
Like
in general.
digital merch or the physical?
Both digital and physical, I believe. I think.
Physical, I see a lot of artists use Shopee, and when it comes to like the printing, um they do that themselves.
Yeah, but so I mean, the printer is fairly cheap. You can buy like a printer for like 5K, I think.
Yeah, there's also like if
The
you
paper.
want it die cut, you need like what's it called? Die cutter? I don't know. Or vinyl stickers
Vinyl
stuff.
stickers. Oh
I'm
yeah.
not really knowledgeable on these things.
Oh yeah, we can have them like I have some suppliers in mind already.
Mm-mm.
So with the supply chain is going to be there. We just need to like. How about this? Do you want to open pre-orders
Pre-orders?
for like stickers?
Well, I'm not sure because like I haven't done anything for stickers.
Like like
I
just to
can
test it out. We can do like the
I can use my
the cheap
emotes. My
the cheap
emotes and cheap.
the cheap one.
Mm.
It's just a gauge. Like
Okay.
we can do that like sometime.
What else? Yeah. I'm so not like I think I'm pretty new to like merch making. I have like a lot of like mutuals that sell merch. There are like they sell keychains, acrylics, stuff like that. Like they've been doing that for years now, and they've been boothing for cons. But you have like more knowledge. I think I can ask them about it,
Mm.
like crowdsourcing.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we can wrap up now. I think
Mm.
unless you guys have questions, I'll open like 10 minutes. I think we can open up for 10 minutes, and then we see if you guys have any questions. Violent reactions.
Violent reactions. Like for the head pat. Oh yeah, it's cannot be seen. Wait, did you put the takimakura like
Yeah, next to you.
beside me?
Yeah, violent
Ah yes.
reactions.
Mm, mm.
Questions, violent reactions, suggestions.
And I'm pretending I'm like cuddling with the takimakura, like on your stream.
Ah, yes. Oh, this is a nice emote. I like this emote.
Mm. I feel like emotes can also be a way to like can be used as stickers, but if you have like commissioned people for emotes, I feel like you also need to ask for permission first
Yeah.
because I know like it's commercial rights, but only for a specific use. Like you're only allowed to earn money from it via subs and not as merch. Some people are like that.
Okay, very true. So I'll have to like consult the artist
Hmm.
for my sticker. Actually, let me read the TOS again because I trying to remember the TOS have being okay for huh.
I don't know, just so we can avoid like
Yeah.
trouble. Recently someone I know has um they got canceled because they were selling an asset that they made. Like it's an animated asset, but the characters included in that asset were traced. So they were selling the asset for 20 USD each, and that caused a lot of like trouble in a certain community.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's something, we want to avoid.
Yeah. But yes, for now, I think we don't have any questions. Yeah, I think we can wrap up. We will, since we were rated and there's a lot of people who are still sticking around, I think we can rate. Who can we rate? Evelyn is currently like building the
Oh
Sinanju.
yeah.
I think we can like hit them
Mm.
with a double raid. Oh,
Yeah, yeah, we can double rate.
yeah, we can hit her with the double raid.
Let's see. Definitely not lurking on her stream.
But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys liked today's podcast.
Yeah.
I'll do one every Saturday. I'll try to invite more guests.
Mm.
Every other week. I don't want to.
Uh-huh.
I can't keep inviting guests every week. I don't have
Yeah,
the
that's
mental fortitude.
understandable.
But yes, thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I appreciate you guys throwing in your
Mm.
ideas, especially for the merch and the podcast. And for now, I will catch you guys next time.
Bye bye, guys.
Bye
Thank you for
bye. Wait,
hanging out.
I love you.